They're being asked to hold at the display datum point. They're not going into their display just yet. Rescue helicopters, as I say, from the Czech Air Force, from the 243rd Helicopter Squadron at Kabeli. And these are two examples of the Peter Del Svidnik W3A Sokol. The PZL-W3 Sokol, or the English translation, the Falcon, is a medium-sized, twin-engine, multi-purpose helicopter, developed and manufactured by Polish helicopter company PZL-Svidnik, which is now owned by Leonardo. It was the first helicopter entirely designed and produced in Poland. And the Czechs never really expected to procure this type, you might say, because they received them as payment for 10 MiG-29 Fulcrum fighters, which were transferred from the Czech Republic to Poland. We've got them in two different colour schemes here, and we see the first one in the red and white scheme, deploying initially as part of the rescue segment of the demonstration, rappelling of two rescuers. So the Sokol has been offered in a number of diverse variants, and it's capable of performing a typical range of helicopter missions, including passenger transport, VIP, cargo, medevac, firefighting and search and rescue. And when used in the maritime environment, such as the search and rescue aircraft that we see here, the rotorcraft is typically outfitted with floats, a transponder, a GPS, night vision equipment and a Lucas winch, which we were about to see in operation. So the red and white one is one of the Sokols that's configured for the HEMS Helicopter Emergency Medical Service role, and here it's undertaking a rapid pickup of the survivors on a short line. But this is no ordinary pickup, because I'm not sure if I've been plucked from the ocean, or during training I might add. I was winched into the cabin, given a cup of soup and then taken back to dry land. Not flown around at about 80 miles an hour in the open air. This is a new team for the 2025 display season, this synchro pair of Sokols. We last saw the type in the camouflage form, giving a solo in 2022, and this is the only air show outside the Czech Republic where it's being performed. And leading the team in the red and white helicopter is Lieutenant Colonel Petr Safarek, a very experienced helicopter pilot in the Czech Air Force. And he's making a really welcome return to the display circuit. He's flown solo displays in the Sokol in the past, but he didn't fly any in 2024 because he was battling cancer. He's made a full recovery from that. He got his medical back after 430 days of grounding in January of this year, and he has started flying demos again in April. And now he is bringing back the, well, I'm not quite sure whether they're classed as rescuers or survivors in the course of this sequence, but anyway, they're being deposited back on the ground by Petr. Operations after severe floods in the Czech Republic. The HEMS aircraft, like the red and white one, have got a doctor and nurse accompanying the 3 flight crew, and they're on standby all day, every year. 4-minute readiness by day, 10 minutes by night, and they also fly from a detachment base at Biltzen. The advanced rotor design incorporates the use of all composite materials in the 3-bladed tail and 4-bladed main rotor. The rotors also have an ice protection system which gives the helicopter the ability to operate in environments between -40 and +43 degrees. Back in at the display centre now, and flying the camouflaged Sokol, the number 2 in the formation, is Major Antonin Petru, PhD, who's also flown a variety of helicopter types in the Czech Air Force. And here they are entering what we'd often term a carousel, for which the team describes as a merry-go-round. Climbs before pushing back into forward flight. And this is where those of you nearest the display centre point will now get a really good close view of the two W3As, because they're both going to be performing rolling landings. This is a really spirited demonstration, some really tight low altitude turns there. It's lovely. The area often referred to as Bohemian Switzerland, in the very north of the Czech Republic, near the German border. Now they're repeating the rolling landings from the other direction. In today's displays, described as a yo-yo, in particular from the fast jets, and that's generally a rolling and climbing manoeuvre. But we're about to see another yo-yo manoeuvre here, where they're actually not yo-yoing the aircraft, but yo-yoing the survivors. I don't know what the tactical application of this is, but what it does demonstrate is really good comms between the winchman and the pilot. And this time it's the camouflaged aeroplane hoisting them in. And there you go. Because the pair are going to be performing a climbing spiral. Apart from the pilots that I mentioned, there are quite a few other crew members involved in this display. The co-pilot of the red and white aircraft is First Lieutenant Petr Prochaska, the flight engineer, Warrant Officer Yaroslav Ducek, and the two rescue men, Warrant Officers Yuri Stashny and Adam Jan. On board the camouflage helicopter is co-pilot First Lieutenant Katerina Kardosova and flight engineer, Warrant Officer Radek Svetlik. And that's really pretty coordinated descending spiral turns, getting ready to rejoin a formation. And they're getting ready for what I believe will be their final flight path. Back together then from the 243rd Helicopter Squadron of the Czech Air Force, the two W3A Sokols. With their salute to all of you. And that's the concluding bow. A rapid turn back down towards the western end of the